Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG. We're on the northeast corner of Glacier, and we're under the command of Beerwalla of OKO. Game on! Well, we didn't get much of a countdown, but we don't need to know that much because, of course, yes, this is Beerwalla. Normally in an FV304, this time he decided to take out the PP La Pew Pew. That's the name that was given to it by one of the members of What Arty Noobs. It was a very apt name as well because it's French and it pews a lot at the enemy. He's taking an aim right at the enemy tanks, trying to get up onto the carrier. Got a Lux, a Panzer III Aslains J, and another Lux. He fires in a snap. It's a tier 5 game with tier 4 tanks in it, so it should be a lot of fun. Rounds out. Yep, that guy's just moving too quickly for the moment. Now the enemy Arty in this game are on an M41 and an SU-122A, so both of them have got calibers that are capable of doing stun. But they also have fairly long reload times. Rounds out. That just shot over the Lux's head. That's what they call a lottery ticket shot, yes. You should buy a lottery ticket because if you're that lucky, you might win. Okay, looking up towards the north to northwest corner, we can see an enemy Wolverine popping around the corner to shoot at our teammates. We're fully dialed in on him now, so if he tries to do that again, he's more than likely going to get hit. But we're going to fire around him anyway because he's hiding. And that one, well, I think he got advance warning a shell was on the way in because he hugged that dead ship as quickly as far as he could. The wreck, rather, I should say. Not a dead ship. Well, we've got another Stug this time. We're trying to hide, but we're almost right on target straight away. And he moves as well to avoid being shot. But he stays still just long enough. And now you see 157 hit points. So Beerwalla has actually got his score off the ground. You see one of the enemy tanks did manage to make his way up into the carrier. But the Stug has just died. And look, the Wolverine's gone back to doing his hide and seek with our teammates. So rounds out and that's the end of him. That must have penetrated his engine deck because there's no way he would have gone up for 382 with one shot. Even a non-penetrating shot would be in around about the 200 hit point mark. So to get 382, that must be the engine deck was penetrated. Okay, well, we've got a number of enemy tanks over here in this corner. And, wow, he's got another one, an IKV-103. So his score's gone up from 0 to 3 kills now. And he's trying to get this 14 TP. And he clobbers him and tracks him. And it looks like our teammates are putting shells in. We fired one last one in, but unfortunately, yeah, he was already dead. Up on top of the carrier, we got a Panzer III Aslains J. Thinks he can poke over the top and shoot down on our teammates. Well, he's going to have another thing coming if he actually pokes up and gets spotted because Beerwalla's going to try and put a round right on top of him. He's already testing the water because he realizes he must be up there somewhere. Beerwalla changing his position. Doesn't want to give away his position to the enemy Arty. He also needs to move because the enemy are actually coming from the northwest corner now. They've managed to wipe out all of our tanks. And in fact, now our bishop's about to get wiped out. We're dialing in and clobber the KV-1SA. It's a miracle our bishop hasn't been wiped out yet. He really does need to pull away from that position. We're one up on the enemy, so the game is going our way. It's tier 6 backing up to shoot one of our teammates. He just killed RT28, so rounds out. Clobbers him for 183. And then he's gone behind the rocks, so we can't hit him. So he fires one in anyway. Some people just like to shoot one in just on the off chance that it does actually strike the target. You've got the shell loaded, you've got it aimed. You think, well, I can't see him, but I'm going to fire it anyway just to see if I get a lucky shot. Of course, you only get 50 rounds of ammunition in the PP. It used to be only 40 rounds. And that was dreadful back then because, of course, you could run out of ammunition. Well, it wasn't 40, no, I think it was slightly more than 40. If I remember correctly, 42 rounds. And another enemy tank dies, the KB-1SA. Then the still die Aslains G, they've got another one. He's going to stop to shoot. And our Bishop is getting hit, badly hit. In fact, that Stug's going for him. In fact, he hasn't died yet, but we fire around in anyway. We're now down to just 2 players left on our team. All the others have been wiped out. And it looks like they're very much going for no cap kill all. They're not making their way towards the cap. They're making their way towards Beerwalla, and they want to kill him. Well, that could be a big mistake, because, of course, Beerwalla is quite happy to kill them up front and personal if they get close enough. And he needs to see through the bushes, because he's got 390-meter view range. But if that enemy comes up that slope, and here he comes, the auto-aim's on, and one shot takes the guy out. He did get spotted, though, and there is enemy Arty. There's 2 of them, and they're more than likely going to focus on him because he got spotted. So I would expect an Arty shell to be coming in any second now. Yep, there you go. There's the noise. They know where he is as well. And now we can see that the Lux is making his way over here. He's spotted us. Oh, and he gets hit. Smacked for 129. Can we get a kill shot? Here we go. Yes. Solid hit there. That means now it's 2 versus 3. Our other teammate's in the AT2, and he's over the other side of the map, trying to hunt for the enemy Arty. There's one of the shots. Of course, stunned, because, of course, they're 155mm and 152mm calibers. The AT2 is going to the cap. In fact, I think, no, that was Beerwalla saying, go to the cap, start capping, force the enemy to come out. The only other enemy in the game is a Panzer III Aslains J, and that's the guy who went up onto the carrier, and now he's actually behind us, and he's hit us once and twice. And we turn to face him. There he is. We're dialing in. Fires in. Oh, yes! That's his Top Gun. He did take 4 shots during that exchange. 4 shots from the enemy. And he's lost virtually all of his hit points. I think he's on for a Stark's medal. You have to get at least 2 kills, lose 2/3 of your hit points, and survive the battle to get a Stark's. I thought on one occasion I'd won a Stark's when I got hit and only had 1 hit point left. I got hit once, actually. And it turned out, no, I didn't get hit more than once. I thought I had. No, so I missed out on getting a Stark's medal just purely by the fact that I didn't get hit more than once. We can see where the enemy RT is firing from. He's firing from over there, and he's firing towards, in fact, both of them are over there. That's why they're firing so quickly. And they've obviously lost, they can't see. And, oh, there's the M41. Now, did we get spotted? Yes, we did. So he's tiling in on us. So's the SU-122. Our first shot misses target, but he's moving about. That's why the reticule's jumping. This is going to be an accurate hit, and it wipes him out. And that's 7 kills. We've almost capped out. And that's it. We've won the game by capping. And Beerwalla on a hunt and destroy. Well, Beerwalla was definitely playing hunter-killer towards the end. He was going out to try and find where those enemy RT were and take them out himself so he could earn himself a counter battery medal by taking them out face to face. He managed to get an ace tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He managed to get 20. I think that's 20. Yes, it is 20. Eyesight. And he also did get a Stark's medal for killing 2 enemy tanks, taking 2 enemy hits, losing 2/3 of your hit points and surviving the game. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, as well as the top gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he ended up with 7. If he'd taken out the SU-122A, he would have ended up with a Radley's medal, Radley Walters. And of course, that would have ended the game with a kill. His win rate was 6,733, which is Super Unicum standing quite a bit more. Yes, it would have been quite interesting, his confrontation with the enemy SU-122A, because, of course, he had very few hit points left at that point in the game. And if only that M41 had been a little more accurate, then the game might have gone on for a little while longer. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage, 1,793 hit points. The nearest to him was the Panzer III Aslains J, who got 1,105. That was the guy who went up on top of the carrier, and I believe, and yes, eventually got wiped out. When it came to the third place, that actually turned out to be their KV-1SA with 989. When it came to kills, he's got that one too. 7 kills to Beerwalla. 3 kills went to the Panzer III Aslains J, and 2 kills went to the 82 on our team, who got the Invader medal because he capped out, and also to the Panzer III Aslains J on the enemy team, a Stug III, a T6, and a Lux. And when it came to base XP, yeah, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,111 means he's the only player to get over 1,000 base. The next highest to him was the Churchill 3, who only managed 623, followed by the 82 with 512. Beerwalla fired 30 rounds, so he still had 20 rounds spare at the end of that game. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots, and 10 splash. Damage of 1,793, of which 1,188 were at more than 300 meters. So quite a lot of close-range shots, such as the Stug that came up onto the Capiri and he just whacked the guy out. And then the Lux, where he had to fire at him twice. Once that nailed him and stopped him and slowed him down, and the other one which finished him off. 4 hits received from the Panzer III Aslains J, who made a concerted effort to try and get the kill, but no, it didn't work for him. He got hit by a 105mm round, and that was the end of him. 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty, trying to get him, not getting close enough though. And he also spotted 1 enemy vehicle, the M41 HMC. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed. So he was on his way to a Pools medal, and 146 hit points of damage assistance in the game. I say on his way to a Pools medal, he would have actually got a Radley's at the end of the game, because of course there was only 1 other left, but he was definitely on for it. On a premium count, he actually earned 40,632 credits profit from the game. He got 25 bonds for a mission achievement and 9,001 experience points out of that one, including 6,668 for a mission completion event. So what a great game. Shows that Beerwalla is not only skilled with the FV304, he's also skilled with the VP. And he obviously enjoys it because, I mean, he was literally going for it. He wanted to kill as many of the enemy as possible. It's a pity that at the end he just couldn't find that SU-122A. It would have been a perfect end to take that last kill, get a counter battery, and get a Radley Walters at the same time on a tier 4 game. But to get an ace tanker on a tier 5/tier 4 game is very, very good. It shows that you dominated that battle. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.